Okay. Okay, what's up?
Hey,
Welcome
hello.
to the third episode of the you are listening to the ROTCAST.
Yeah.
ROTCAST kalau nak slang, if you want to slang, ROTCAST lah. Right.
Kalau nak Melayu, cataclysm cataclysm.
Okay, since I think you guys are hearing a very teeny bit.
She
Did
can
you
sit closer
almost
to
say
you.
your breast?
Can she sit closer to you not? Because her voice like very far.
Just sit.
Why your voice very far? Ayah, okay.
Selit lah tepi-tepi. Macam tak
what?
pernah pula.
Can hear me?
Yeah.
Maybe I
Yes.
must shout
No need lah, like this can already what?
Okay.
Like this kan already.
Or you can face plant yourself into the computer screen also can if you want.
Don't lah, too loud. Okay, we have a special guest today. We have Azean, which is who is the Queen of Wormrot. She's the backbone of Wormrot. Actually, a manager who manages this band. So and manages like who else did you manage back in the day?
Lot I cannot remember like Rotten Sound, Implore, but those are just like managing their tours lah. Not
Two
like
bands only meh?
Wormrot.
Then Dead Squad also right?
Yeah.
Then
Gorgasm bro at one point in time I remember.
Gorgasm.
Come on man, don't forget that band.
A lot.
Okay. So tonight we are going to No lah, just now I
Bro,
said today.
tak slang,
Now I
bro.
say tonight. Tonight ah. Sorry tired
So for Azean, like how did you actually start from I mean before this you like manage Wormrot alone, right? So how exactly did you start managing other bands? How was it like? People employ you to a company or what? How did it work?
Oh, actually Doomstar. Like I joined Doomstar as a booking agent, and then I sort of like manage the tours, like get them shows and the tours and all that lah. From there, it started when I was still a stay-at-home mom lah. I think I got, I feel so lonely only with my baby. No adult to talk to.
So for Doomstar, like did you have to like send in your resume or what? It's not a typical job lah. That's what I understand.
Not.
So hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So before Doomstar,
Bro, suara jauh.
asal jauh? I'm so near. Say hello.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is a sign I need to buy a microphone.
So like how long was it that you were at Doomstar? Like was it 3 years or was it longer than that?
No, it was only since 2017 until last year, August, September. Then I had to like quit Doomstar and only concentrate more on Wormrot because I just started. I mean, last year I just got a new job, like a full-time job in Singapore.
Okay.
In a trading metal industry.
Oh, metal.
Once a metal, always a metal.
Yeah.
Leaving one metal behind. Okay.
Shut up, man.
Okay, so with you being involved with Wormrot, technically were you like involved since day one? Would that
Oh
be
yes,
correct?
of course.
Mm-hmm.
It all started when Arif asked me this question. Can I start a new band? Because Flash Disgorge back then was like quite inactive, right? So he asked me this question and then I said, why not? Go for it, And then you know, and then after that we met Rashid, and then the rest is history lah. Like Wormrot started and all that lah. Yeah.
So like for you managing like 3 other guys, right? So can you like tell us a little bit on the stress level?
Okay. Most of the time when on tour, they will be sleeping and I'm the only one awake and trying to contact all the promoters, asking them, we'll be there. I mean, telling them we'll be there this timing. What do they have for us and all that.
That was back then, okay? Not now. Back then.
Yeah, back then when I'm still touring with them lah. Now obviously I cannot because of Akil. And then now Arif and Rashid lah basically had to manage lah. Mostly Arif lah.
Yeah.
Rashid can't be bothered by all this nitty-gritty stuff.
No lah. Actually, the last tour we did, US tour, Rashid really helped a lot lah with all the logistics and everything. Especially when it comes to selling merchandise.
Oh, Rashid is
He I don't know. He proper, right? Then after that, if he any person want to buy merch from him, is easier lah because he's straightforward and all that. No need bullshit and all that.
Would you consider Rashid to be a low-key merch guy who sells well?
Yeah, he low key but when it comes to the actual selling of the merch he high key as well. Yeah, so actually we take turns me and Rashid when Yan is not around, right, for the tour. We will take turns because just truthfully speaking, I know there's 3 of us, me, Rashid and Vijesh, but I would rather let Rashid handle because he's more particular with with direct exchanging of monies and all that. I would rather go for Rashid. Not saying Vijesh cannot handle but not yet, I guess. Maybe next time.
Yeah, and then back then when I was still touring with them, right? Can you imagine I'm doing the merch, I'm doing the tour managing, I'm also managing these 3 boys, including the driver, and then and then taking the video and photos, everything me I'm like the miscellaneous girl
Miscellaneous.
Okay lah. I mean, for what it's worth, I think I would definitely say, coming from my perspective, it's a job well done because it's not easy. Not only you have to handle the band, you have to handle other situations that's beyond your control. But I mean, you guys made it out alive. That's for one. So, like, how many tours exactly did you follow Wormrot? Was it like there was one US tour, right? Then there was the European tour.
No,
Then
2 US tour, and then after that 6 Europe tour, 6 or 7 Europe tour.
That is a span of how many years?
From 2009 to 2000.
2009. Wow, that's a lot.
2009 to 2017. But we did take a break. When was it?
4 years.
4 years. 2013
4 years.
until 2015, right? 2016.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any like plans? Maybe you will try to follow them on tour again. Is there anything in the pipeline?
The problem is next year they'll be on a very long tour.
How long is it?
Like 4 months.
4 months.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
4 months to US, Canada, Europe, maybe South America.
Australia.
Oh yeah, Australia is to be confirmed.
4 months.
Yeah.
That's
But that 4 months is only for US and Europe.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like is that the longest tour yet? 4 months? Or is there any other tour that's
It's considered long, right? It's because it's like concurrent. You know,
Concurrent.
like really back to back. Like they will tour US first and straight away go to Europe. That's why it's very long.
okay?
Whereas back then I tried to make it like maybe US in the early part of the year, and then Europe during summer or later part of the year. So there's a break in between.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So during on like tour, I'm sure even Asylum also have their own fair share of stories. So you guys got any like one tour story that you guys like want to share that is so out of this world that you cannot forget about it?
There's
Like,
actually a lot.
Yeah, like
You can write a novel actually. Novel or novel? Which
novel.
Depends lah. You want to
Jalan
slang
Novel
or
lah.
not. Macam ROTCAST ke,
Novel.
novel or novel.
So you guys technically have slept on the streets before while you're on tour. Is that true?
we slept in a place that doesn't have toilets, and I have to like go out near the highway to pee.
Where is that actually?
That was in Belgium.
Oh my goodness.
It was
Highway?
like it was the squad was in nearby a highway, and it was freaking full of dogs and super big dogs that is as tall as me. I'm 152 cm. It's tall, okay?
Wait, you went to pee and did not ask like any of the Wormrot guys to
They
jaga for
were
you?
fucking drunk.
Oh my god.
Assholes. Only Pete that back then was with Pete, right? So he was sober, and then he actually accompanied me.
Okay.
And then but we were scared shit, because of the dogs. Can you imagine the dogs bite us? And then this my husband, he peed outside the window. I don't know who kena the pee, okay?
Oh my god.
Good times. Good times.
But Stella, beside the highway, oh my god, sounds so. I mean, besides the dogs, there's like, is it a heavy traffic kind of highway?
No, it's 3 a.m. It was literally not many cars, but still, 3 a.m.
Yeah, still.
Pee, but there's no toilet. They don't have sink. So
Oh,
can you imagine?
no toilet. So that means no showers as well the next day.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
So it's like get up and get the fuck up.
Then how fierce? You got anything near to that?
Near to that sleep.
Oh, tell them about the spooky place.
Oh
in
yeah,
Slovakia, right?
yeah. we played our last show at Slovakia. So after the show and all, they brought us to the accommodation, and the accommodation. When we got there, we were like, "Why is this place so dodgy?" Because imagine a huge plain of a huge grass plain, and that building is just smack in the middle. Then there's a restaurant one side, there's a butchery one side, then above is where you stay, and there's no light at the whole place. The only light is the light that is coming out of the toilet. So you imagine it's like you in a horror movie. The bed is hard, the pillow, there's no pillow, there's literally no one there.
The scene already set up for you like butchery there, right? Then Nizam like wearing apron whorehouse butchery down there.
So a silent when a silent
The worst thing is toilet.
God.
Toilet got no door.
Toilet no door.
Yeah. So you are actually showering in the open. Anybody walking, that's it.
Perangai NSL.
Me literally showering. Usually I'll shower, I'll take on my own sweet time like 5-10 minutes. I took, I think, about 1 minute. That's how fast it was.
No curtain or
1 minute is very
nothing.
long, bro.
1 minute is very long.
1 minute.
Yeah.
You mean shower?
Because when I was showering, I kept looking at the back. Because you always feel like that's like got some stupid ghost that will jump on you or some idiot that will do something stupid.
So bro, you are silent you lucky death metal so I don't think the ghost will like.
Trust me at the point of time no matter what you play, death metal, grindcore, everything, right? Your balls will just sing because the whole place looks fucking scary.
Yeah, nak become keroncong.
That's right,
Undo,
exactly.
baik.
So, I mean, I guess for any band that goes on tour, they have their own stories to tell and all that kind of thing. So, what it's on the experience, like what Yan say, like all these are like interesting experience that you will know what to do, who to avoid, and all the kind of stuff when you go on your next tour and whatnot.
Yeah, and not only that, it actually makes you mentally, physically, emotionally stronger.
Yeah.
You know why?
Right.
Because when you're on tour and you are faced with like, different kinds of situations that is so like beyond your imagination, like promoter run away, like literally run away, drive off in the van, drive off with our show fee, and we were left stranded without any place to sleep.
Is it the one, the OEF 2012 one?
Yeah.
That asshole.
I think shout out to Nico, our favorite, our European driver, Nico from Bones Brigade. He will definitely remember this. Yeah, we were following the promoter from behind, and then he just sped off. Is it correct?
Technically he robbed you lah, right?
Wait,
Yeah,
where was this place? The one that
Slovakia.
fuck. See, I told you, man. Slovakia, dangerous place. I tell you.
But Slovakia is a beautiful
Yeah, it's a beautiful
place.
country.
It's a beautiful place. It's just that this some maggots, that makes
And the crowd in Slovakia are actually really good, yeah.
Yeah, they are
I'm
very
actually
nice
surprised,
people.
yeah.
Even though
Yeah,
like some of them don't know how to speak good English, right? But they do try to communicate with you, and that's where you bond with them. That's the one thing that I just love when we are on tour. We
that's
bond
true.
with the people that come to the show. Talk about everything and anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. Hey, but one thing for me that was unforgettable was that the time where Wormrot got cheated with their money and all, right? Next day, I saw them at Obscene Extreme, 2012. Yeah, 2012. So actually, it's always cool to see your own homegrown band at in a foreign land playing and all.
Yeah, it makes you feel proud lah, like it's represent.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, Fias was on the hill. I still remember.
Yeah, but
And I can see him, from the stage.
and it was a nice feeling, imagine like your close friend and all touring, then you are there and all.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, so all these are like fond memories for like touring and all, I guess, for bands. It's like imagine you play, let's say example, like if we play in Germany, then I bump into Iwan down there. Sialah.
Random.
Like, wow. But
I think the time when we actually together seeing you and Wormrot, I think it was Jakarta Death Fest. That time Inner Addiction was still there so.
The Obscene Extreme Asia. Obscene Extreme Asia, that's the one.
2013.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
But anyways, the thing is, I guess a lot of people, a lot of bands that, especially local bands or like, any new bands that are listening to this podcast and all, I think one thing that they want to take away from like this episode that we have is we have someone like Yan who is very experienced in booking shows for bands, and everything. And honestly speaking, Yan has been helping me a lot with the last Asylum tour, telling me what to do, and all the negotiations and whatnot. So Yan, if you got any advice for any bands that want to go on tour, right, what do you advise them?
Advice? What kind of advice? Like
in terms of like, if let's say a band that wants to tour, what is the first thing that they need to do and look out for? Then how do they progress from there and whatnot?
Try to
jump in the bandwagon now.
Bro, don't make me start, bro.
Let other bands do your
Hey, wait, don't be angry. Don't be angry. Wait. One thing at a time. First.
No. That's not a good advice. Okay, kids don't listen to this. Do not try this. No, I mean like if you how Wormrot started, right? Like we had a friend, Martin from Extreme what? Extreme Terror, and then he was very nice. He actually helped us to like book shows, DIY shows, you know. And when we went on the first tour, right, I tried to like talk to people, get more contacts, you know, and compile all those contacts, because the next time round, like if you want to tour or what do you call it, or plan a tour, you have all these contacts. Talk to people, you know. When you go to the show, don't sort of like just stand there, don't touch me attitude.
Somebody used to be like that, but somebody.
I know, right? So annoying.
Who?
The long hair guy with the cannibal corpse shirt.
Don't touch me.
Don't touch me attitude, you know. You touch me, I'm gonna do something to you, that kind of face. Pun that kretek face.
Punde.
Yeah, and then like build the, what do you call it, like the communication, build the friendship lah, you know. And then after that, when you really go on tour, you must always be prepared. Do not expect much, because on the first tour you are never going to make any money. So don't even think about making money. You'll be losing a lot of money, thousands of dollars.
Yep.
But that's the stepping stone. So you work hard for it, and always be humble and be appreciative.
Must smile more lah. Don't don't touch me face lah.
Don't smile too much lah. Later,
Later people will think you trying to be funny.
crazy.
But what Jan say is true. Like your context is very important when you come to this kind of tour, you know. Especially for like bands like who want to just go on this, like who wants to tour like places like Europe. You know, it's very important to build your contacts prior to, you know, like booking your shows and all. Even though if you don't have contacts before, you know, try to look for people who are experienced, like, you know, people like Azean, or like if let's say some organizers that you know there, or you know, this kind of thing. It's all very important for you to keep all this contact.
Yeah, it is. Because you know why? Don't straight away ask a booking agent, you know, like approach a booking agent when you are a new band trying to spread your music. Because booking agents, right, they will work more with bands who are like established. Then you have a booking agent, because you have so many like show offers, and definitely you cannot keep up, you know. Yeah.
Do you recommend new bands? I mean, I've seen some new bands that get signed to, like, you know, booking agency companies and all. Do you think it's a good idea? Because I don't know. I feel that especially for new bands, it's difficult for them to get shows to, you know, when they tour and all, because organizers are actually basically just taking a gamble on you to put a show for you.
It is good and bad lah. I mean, like, to me as a booking agent, like if I take on a new band who is not established, I must make sure that that band is somewhat has a stable fan base, you know. If not, how to get a show for them? Not a lot of promoters and show organizers will actually do show, you know. Even if they're going to do a show for those bands, right, it is either a supporting role, a supporting band role, or no show fee or no guarantee, that kind. Yeah, so and then you have to pay a certain percentage to the booking agency. So
yeah, that's one thing that people don't know. They keep thinking like if you have a booking agent, right, that you know, booking agent just do everything for you, then whatever profit you get, you know, you keep the counting. It's not true.
Exactly. It works both ways, you know. Even though the booking agent will find shows for you, but when like you are under the booking agency, right? If you get a show offer directly from a big what do you call it, festival, you as a band under the roster, right? You should get in touch with the booking agent and tell them, hey, I got a show offer, you know. Can you guys like deal with them, like what's the show fee and all that? It works both way. It is not like we booking agent get for you the shows, but then when the big festivals ask you to play and pay big money to you, right? And you just exclude us. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to go into a little bit of a technical part of the booking between like the bands and the agent and so-called the festival itself or shows. So booking fees is one of the elements involved in this whole thing. So like stuff like accommodations, where to stay, all that, getting possibly a driver, all this. So like, do you think that some of the bands that actually when they started out they need to actually learn some of these things actually exist, because it's not just about just playing shows. They also to need to at least like take care of themselves while they are outside.
Actually, it's not the booking agent duty or job
It's the
to
band.
actually book the van and all that, you know. All those arrangement, right? Like logistic, like basically the equipment rental, the booking of the van, booking of the drive. I mean, looking for a driver. All this has to be settled by the band themselves. Yeah,
Yep.
unless you are a super big band lah. That one different story lah.
Like Wormrot.
No lah, lama you are.
Yeah, this is the thing that
Hello, even Wormrot, I do everything by myself, you know.
no, that's the thing that I wanted to hear from your perspective, because like I'm very sure that most of the bands, even I think if they are listening right now, they maybe have like 10%. They understand 10% of what you are saying, because like there's a lot of factors which some bands kind of like I don't know whether ignorant is a strong word or not lah, but they don't realize that there are things that they need to look into, especially when they not say a long tour, maybe a 5-day kind of show or something, could be mini stuff lah.
You know, honestly speaking, basing on my experience that I don't know how to book shows, don't know what to look for and everything, the only way for you to go around this, is to ask. You have to ask how to book. You have to ask how are you getting paid. You have to ask how you can book from one show to the next show. You know, how far it is, everything. All you have to ask when people who are more experienced. If you have someone that you know that can do all the booking for you, then good on you. Because the thing is, you know, you save a lot of hassle of planning and, you know, all the minor details and all. If you don't, then just ask and find out, man. Everything you can do is just ask.
No,
And
the best thing is to ask. Even though you have someone that you know to do all this for you, why not do it yourself and learn from it? Because that's the only thing that you can get the knowledge, you know, get the experience. It's not easy, you know, but once you get the hang of it, right, it becomes a norm.
Yeah, it becomes easy.
I suppose like maybe some are not willing to take the plunge and feel a little bit hurt because they don't like the feeling to lose, or like you say, like I mean new bands, how many new bands can actually learn anything by losing so much on the first go? Not everybody is prepared lah. So I guess that's the fear some of the bands they have.
That's the difference between a band that really want to make it happen for them and a band that doesn't want to. If a band that doesn't want to, right, they were probably thinking like, you know, I'm just going to book a couple of shows and all that kind of thing. You know, I don't want to take the risk. Wait, after that, lose money and all.
Yeah, true.
Like what Ian said, lose money is a norm, especially for the first time that you are touring and all. It's really a normal thing. But as time progresses, if you are consistently like booking shows and all, then you know, things will happen for you lah eventually, I guess.
Yeah, at this current moment, I can say that Wormrot has lost a lot of money when they were starting out. But I don't know whether Yan want to share the roughly the amount when they started out. So
The first tour,
mm.
all of us brought back 50 euro per person. No,
50
actually
euro per
none.
person.
Yeah, actually none because we bought some cigarettes.
Okay.
The second tour, we not only made a huge loss, we also have a debt with our recording label, we incurred a debt with our recording label because we don't have the money to buy our air tickets and all that, so they actually loan us the money to buy our air tickets. Yeah, and then that cost us a lot of money, which we already finished paying.
Is that the tour, the one that y'all got ditched in the middle of somewhere, like the driver?
Yeah, in the middle of Crispiano, Italy.
Yeah,
It's like in the middle of nowhere, but the punks there was so nice to us. They housed us for 7 days, without asking anything from us. We were literally how to say every day in agony, because we were like with all our merchandise. We were in this 7-seater car with the equipment and merchandise, and traveling like at least 8 to 14 hours. We hardly get enough sleep and all that. Yeah, it was
So what? You guys got ditched just like that because of?
no, it was we were supposed to go to Greece, and then they found out that we just got signed to Earache Records, right?
Okay.
So they say that they don't support this commercialized label and all that. They support DIY.
That's the reason why they ditched you.
Yeah, they actually cancel all the like 5 or 6 shows in Greece, or I can't remember how many shows exactly, but yeah. So we were stuck in Crispiano lah. We didn't go to Greece.
Perangai Italiano.
What? It's Greece.
No,
Greek
no, but I mean the part where, what? But seriously, getting ditched like for that very reason, I don't know. I mean, for me, hearing it's kind of strange. For
Yeah, and we don't really have a lot of like money, during the tour, because we don't have a lot of shows that we can sell our merchandise, like really sell our merchandise. So we don't have don't have a lot of money. So when we were stuck in Crispiano, we kind of like starve ourselves most of the time, unless like
Because the thing is, we are background is DIY background lah.
bro,
Can
dekat
hear
sikit.
you. Can
Dekat
hear
sikit.
you. Louder.
Louder. Louder.
Can hear? Boleh
Yes.
tak?
Yeah.
Boleh.
Okay, no lah, because our background is from a punk DIY background right? Last time we start also from a DIY scene and all that. So our first tour was really a punk tour lah. It's everything DIY, grindcore lah, hardcore punk and all that. So it gives them like a shock lah, this Greece side, because apparently they are so punk that they could not accept us to be in their country. So it's like they are supporting mainstream artists lah, which is quite weird because they have the mentality that if you are signed under a recording label, right, it means you are rich, you shake leg, then money coming in. So that's not the case lah. But then again, some punks over in Europe, like Italy and all that, France and all that, they really understand, not so how to say elitist. So we were unlucky lah to be unlucky and lucky at the same time to be stuck in Italy.
I would use the word a bit of extreme because like extreme in a sense like they totally abandon you and not care for your well-being just because you are signed under a label so
Yeah, that's why. It's like then what can we do, right? We are so far away from home. They didn't think of that, we are
yeah
so
precisely
far
yeah
away from home. Then we are stuck somewhere, stranded.
No mobile
mm.
phone.
No handphone, no whatever, blah blah.
Mm.
Then after that, we are losing money each day. That okay, we have how many? 6 shows in Greece.
Mm.
So we are stranded for 5 6 days, 1 week lah. Put.
Mm.
So no show fee, no money coming in for. We already don't earn so much already.
Mm.
We dab here, dab there with our recording label, and can you imagine a week worth of nothing? We will it makes it worse
Dreadful
lah.
mm.
It's so dreadful until we
Just laugh it off.
just laugh it off. Macam we take it as a joke, or we take it like okay, another bullshit history slot in Wormrot punya novel, that kind of thing.
Novel
So rabak it's like fuck man, we don't deserve this. No, we are here so far away from our home to play some music for you, and you disregard us, which is suck lah.
And it's not as if I mean it's not as if our label gave us the merchandise, we buy from them,
mm.
yeah, we buy from them and then we sell them lah, right or not? Yeah, it's not, there's nothing free in this world, come on.
So like can you share like the reason like why you have to buy the merch from your own label?
It is normal. They will usually give you like few hundreds of royalty for the first time round, and then after that subsequently you will have to buy from them if that royalties is finished lah. The number of
Is it the same for just your label or every other label as well?
I think every label varies lah. Each label should have their own what do you call it, terms and conditions. Yeah, from business perspective lah. Yeah. But it took us like since 2009, right, until 2012, right? For that number of years, we were not say jobless lah, but we took part-time jobs here and there just to like save up money for our air tickets, and then once we get the money, we book the air ticket and then go for tours. That's what we did last time. We sacrificed our family time, we sacrificed our work life in Singapore just to like spread our music. So but then the thing is about in the band, right, you have to have the same mentality, you have to have the same mindset, and you cannot like when things go bad, you just sort of like give up, try to think of a solution, because no problem is without a solution, what. Yeah,
That's true.
Okay, then coming back to your booking agent days, has there ever come a time where a band request something very weird which you kind of like okay, like was there
no,
was there
so far no lah. All the bands that I manage their tours and shows, right, they were very cool to me lah. Nothing bad experience. Even like my bosses, Luke, the double Luke. Yeah, they were nice people. And then also like other booking agents, like Federico, who people always get his name wrong for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, so they were very helpful to me lah. Like when I don't understand, I'll just ask them and they just let me know what to do, Yeah.
Okay, then is there any bands that have contacted you and tell you, say that, you know what, we are a good band, just book shows for us?
we really going there? Okay.
There are lah, but I don't want to say the name. Yeah. It's not nice, It's how to say like embarrassing people. It's just not nice lah. I'm a nice person,
Maybe guys, yeah. If I were you, I say, oh, really, go fuck yourself.
No lah, I think okay lah. Putting in perspective, maybe the reasoning why the situation is as such for whatever band you were referring to is like maybe they don't understand the actual amount of work that needs to be put into, and it's not as easy just asking, hey, help me do this.
They don't understand that we actually like email every single promoters that we know of and offer them like, this band is good and like do you want to host a show for them and all that. And we spend like hours, on our laptops just to look for shows for the bands. It's really not easy.
And bands who want to book shows, they have to remember one thing. Organizers putting up show for you is them taking a gamble on you. So they have everything to lose and nothing to gain.
Exactly. So be appreciative.
Yes.
Even though the show turnout is not good, say thank you to all the people that came, they came down to the show for you. Yeah. So
and someone they're
that's the
paying
thing.
for your accommodation, and giving you food and all,
buy you dinner, especially like Europeans promoters, right? They will always have like dinner for you. They take their time, to cook for you or buy you dinner. So be appreciative of that.
Coming back to some tour stories, like early on, Fias mentioned about Czechoslovakia, right, where you had no doors for your shower. That's a bit like so-called the creepy factor.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time you guys go on tour and then you stay in a place you actually felt danger, like something's about to happen? Like
there was actually one time, right? Back in Germany, in Berlin. It was in 2009, our first tour. We were like, there were some punks who live in the forest, They actually had a generator in the forest. Serious. I'm not joking. But they are so nice people. They cook pizza for us. Like they were vegetarian or vegan, I can't remember. So they cook pizza for us and we talk all night long and all that. And then for some reason there was one part, right? We were sitting down and then all the dogs started like barking, towards the trees, like the forested area lah. They were barking and barking and barking, and I was like, what is wrong? Like it's like in the middle of the night, it's like I think 1 or 2 a.m. And then after that, from I don't know, like for some reason I was like drawn to this particular huge tree, and I was looking at the tree, and then suddenly like one huge shadow is like black figure, but it's darker than the night. Can you imagine? It's darker than black. So something just came out of the tree and like looking at me. I can feel his eyes even though I can't see the eyes, right? And then after that I was looking at Feet, and Feet turned around and and Feet looked back at me, and Feet was like, shh, don't say anything, and then after that, like, but I don't sense any malice feeling or what, probably it's just like, the trees, the guardian of the forest or something, like just want to see who is that, new people, new faces. What is these Asians doing here in Europe?
I just want to say quickly, in your whole sentence you just said, right, you just made like 2 references. If just in case if you didn't notice.
What?
Darker than black, guardian of the forest. One is anime, the other one is video game. And then when you say big dark figure, what darker than black, right? It reminds me of like maybe a Fintroll music video. So
Fintroll.
Yeah.
But it is true. Like, you know the feeling that you get, like it's so dark. You actually cannot see in the dark, right? But suddenly this thing is like blacker, like it's black.
Where was this again?
Berlin in Germany.
Okay.
It was like in a forested area lah, forested part of Berlin lah. Oh my god!
Then you never asked the punk guys like was there anything?
No, I think they were too drunk lah. So no point talking. They probably will be thinking they can't even see lah.
But I think when going on tour, I think one thing that bands are afraid of is getting their vehicle broken into and equipment stolen.
Oh yes,
That's the worst.
Have you guys ever been in such a situation before? Like
no,
never.
Thankfully, no.
Touch wood, never.
Thankfully, no.
Yeah.
That's like super roughs are like, you know, your like tour vehicle getting broken into and then like shit getting stolen.
You know what was the craziest part? No, I remember when we were on tour. Then I think we were was it in Leipzig and all. I'm not so sure. So I was just online looking at some news and all. It was during the time that Flash God Apocalypse was playing in Gothenburg. And their vehicle got broken into and all their equipment got stolen. And their equipments are not like, you know, like your typical guitars that you can buy at the shop.
Then mahala atas one.
Their one is literally like specially made with that for them, you know, the kind of thing. And it all got stolen. I think like few over thousands of euros. And they couldn't play like, I think, I don't know how many shows they couldn't play and all. So, I don't know. It's just scary. That's, for me, that is like the most scary thing ever to happen if you go on tour.
Yeah, I agree. That's the most scary. It's scarier than ghost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really.
No, because the thing is, you think about it. If let's say your vehicle get broken into and all, right, all the equipment stolen, then how are you going to pay? Yeah.
Exactly. And then imagine, the equipment are all rented equipment.
Yeah, exactly.
How are you going to pay the company?
Oh, that's rough, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually when we tour, right, we only bring like the main thing like guitar, cymbals, double pedals, you know, those kind of thing. All those amps, the main drum set, all these things, right, we have to rent it. Definitely we cannot fly from Singapore with all these things. That it'll be a excess baggage, you know. Yeah. So can you imagine all rent, like when you rent equipment, right, per total maybe for 2 weeks is about 400 euro, let's say. But if those things get stolen, you have to pay the actual cost of the equipment, you know. How are you going to pay that?
Yeah, exactly.
But the kind of rentals, like usually roughly how much do they cost? Like roughly.
Depends. It depends on different equipments and all. They have their own rates also.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like usually, plus minus like simple setup, right? Per day maybe about 50 euro. Yeah, per day 50 euro like that. I still remember like there was one time in US, right? We rented our equipment for 1 month. It cost us like 2,000 plus.
Huh? What?
Dollar, yeah. It's really a lot.
2,000 what? Euros?
No, US dollar.
US dollar, okay.
Yeah, but still.
Holy shit, 2,000.
Yeah. If let's say you base on your show fee like 100 US dollar per show, 1 month is about 3,000 US dollar. Yeah. And then after that, 3/4 of it goes back to the, you know, the equipment.
That's
and
a lot of,
you haven't plus the driver and the van, you know.
Fuel some more.
Yeah, fuel, tolls, all these you have to factor in.
So yeah, hopefully to those who are still like listening to this, we kind of like lay out all the numbers and all this logistic stuff, so kind of put in perspective like what to expect. So that I mean for me, looking a guy from outside looking in, it's a good perspective. It's a knowledge which like most people can use while they are on tour and try not get cheated or stuff like that. So
It's
That's
hard
true.
to not get cheated. You
Yeah, you
never
would definitely
know.
get one.
You will never know what a person is thinking, how, what his intentions are. He or her intentions are lah. He pula. His. Sorry. Me and my wrong usage of words.
When you say you guys get cheated on, was it like money or was it like merch or like what's the most damage you guys? I mean, even as a silent also, you guys got your fair share of incidents, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
there was one time I literally shout super loud at the promoter because I really cannot take it. You don't see me shout at someone, because I try to stay cool most of the time. But I was so angry because this promoter, I wouldn't say where or who the promoter is. But this promoter, we had a show. He was keeping all the money in his pocket. And then after that, at the end of the day, they told us that not a lot of show fee, and they only give us like few, 25 euro, yeah.
Basically,
And
he's
most of it
euro?
is in his pocket. Can you
basically he's
believe it?
lying to your face, thinking
Yeah.
that is-
Yeah.
25 euro lah.
And I was so angry, I've never been so angry. I mean, like, there is one thing I really hate in my life, is people who are dishonest, So it's like, it's really a slap to my face. You come and lie to me straight to my face like this when I can see the bulge on your pocket.
Don't see the wrong bulge, bro. Don't see the wrong bulge.
So that one like is an insult to your intelligence. Like seriously, if you can see the person's pocket so full and trying to lie to you, I think he deserves the shout. So
Exactly. Lucky I just shout, I never go full throttle,
but he did pay you lah.
He was so drunk, and then he was like taking out all the money and passing to us, like, because he's been found out, right? Yeah, but no sorry, nothing,
Well, he was drunk. You can expect a sorry out of him.
I don't. Oh my god.
So how, Fias, you got something like that happen to you before for a silent?
In terms of what?
Like getting cheated up, maybe a merch or what? Like, has it anybody tried to try their luck on you guys before?
No, I actually not really cheated or anything, but they like, you will definitely meet some people that will be like, oh, can I have this for free? Can I have that for free? That kind of thing.
I see.
Yeah, those kind of people definitely have lah.
The freebie hoarders.
Yeah. Then you just ask them lah. You say, this one your father pray.
Father mother come out.
Hey, don't play father mother.
No, but it's true. Like, you see bands, they spend so much money on their merch and all. Then at least go to the show, support.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't have money to buy merchandise, we don't force you,
Yeah,
but you coming to the show, it means a lot to us. We appreciate that you come to the show. No need to buy any merch from us. But at the same time, don't like keep on asking us, can we have this for free? Because I pay for the entrance fee and now I don't have money, but you have money to buy beer, to buy liquor, to get drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, one thing I noticed, right? Yan has said the word drunk about 4 to 5 times or maybe more if I'm counting correctly.
Must be this Arif, Arif and Ashi.
Okay. When during your younger days, both a silent and Wormrot or maybe Flash Discord, like you guys during your younger days, obviously attitudes are a bit wild. Was there ever a time in your own individual bands where you had to put some kind of discipline? Okay, you have to stop being drunk and be an actual adult. So for Yan, have you ever like scold Wormrot or something?
Oh yeah, of course. I don't know. It's countless of times. Like really a lot. Rashid, but be it Rashid or Arif or Feet back then. Yeah, all three of them.
Like who's the worst drunker or the heaviest drinker of them all?
Rashid.
You know why Rashid? No, you know why Rashid? No, he's so drunk until he can lose his passport all.
Yeah.
You know, there's no hesitation when you say that, Rashid. Which is kind of funny to me.
You know, there was a time back in 2011 this Arif and Rashid they actually got into a squabble and nearly like they were at each other's throat, you know. Because both of them were drunk.
Well,
Perangai India
until our back then our driver, I can't remember his name. I can't remember. It was a British guy. Mike. Mike. So until Mike had to stop the van and say, if you don't fucking stop, I'm gonna throw both of you outside. We were in the middle of nowhere. And then after that, bila they reached already the place where we're gonna sleep, right? Arif and Rashid, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, that's so funny. But
Perangai budak-budak.
Itu
petty squabble.
Yam sia.
And then that was still Fit in the band, right? So like you and Fit, what were you guys like the reaction when they were like squabbling? You guys like?
He was trying to stop Rashid. Mitch, I mean, we were on tour with Maruta. So Mitch and Eduardo, all they were trying to stop Rashid because you know the van has like a bed, you know.
Stop Rashid, then Eduardo dengan Mitch stop Rashid.
Yeah, and then I no, you have to listen to the van situation, you know. There is a bed on the van on top of the seat. You get what I mean?
Okay, I understand.
So me and Arif were on the bed because no space for the seating arrangement lah. So Arif on the bed and he's trying to like punch Rashid from the bed. How is that possible? Possible.
Why you this?
It's super merepek.
Then Rashid also tried to punch
and they were shouting super loud, you know. Come on, you want to fight with me, Rashid? I still remember Rashid. Come on, you want to fight with me? Come on. And then Arif was shouting, "Kau diam ah, kau jangan diam." Fucking drunk.
So he was definitely elevated lah, and he tried to punch Rashid. You oh my god! Imagine if he tried to punch and then he missed, then he like drop in front or something.
I will laugh because on tour, right, always stupid things happen to me and they always laugh at me. So if that happens, right, I will laugh. No mercy one. Deserve it.
I don't know if a silent ever gone through something like that before, because you guys obviously are a big bunch of dudes. So if you were to argue inside a van or what, I think the van
God.
Actually
Van terbalik je van.
Bukan driver suruh diorang keluar, driver keluar.
Actually the thing is we don't have squabbles, but if all of us are hungry, like you can see the face all like
grima.
Like like stay away, don't come near kind of thing.
Yes. You don't always squabble but you wobble only
Yeah, bro. That's why you can touch me. I'm not.
Get the fuck out of here.
Rashid should join this. Confirm he got something lame to say one.
Busy man.
Busy man.
Driving. Busy driving.
Oh my god.
But you know, I kind of when I remember all the old days, like how we all lepak and all that, right? We were so carefree, no worries when to pay for the bills and all that, right? It was really a good time. It was really one of my best time in my entire life.
That's true. That's true.
So you are saying now you are suffering not having the best time of your life now, is it?
See, okay. Wait. Before we move forward, wait.
No. I
When-
didn't say that. I said
No, when you were drunk, you emo. Now this is what state? So
this one is turning 50 kind of state. The
Petty,
older
okay.
you get, the more emotional you
petty.
petty.
The older you get, the more petty you are.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's true, I vouch for that.
Petty and fatty also.
Come on, bro.
Petty.
Petty.
Yeah.
Oh my
But
god.
one never grow fat. Like you don't put on weight.
One
I
inside
don't
got
know.
monster inside him.
That's why.
I don't know. Once I settle down with Ada, see, cause she's confirm gonna feed me. So that see how the progress will go from there.
Wait till you get married, get children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So like 4 months coming back to the like upcoming tours 4 months wow, that one damn tough.
Yeah.
4 months wow.
So it's even tougher for me because I'll be like handling Akil. He'll be schooling, so I have to like send him to school, go work, come back from work, pick him up, cook and all that without Arif. So
I'm thinking about the logistics nightmare, man, in that 4 months.
they are not gonna think about it. It's me who's gonna do all the thinking.
And so Wormrot next year tour 4 months.
4 months, yeah.
But somehow I have a feeling during that 4 months tour, right? Yan confirm will go on holiday one with the family.
Yeah.
Actually no.
Huh?
No?
No lah. Because Akil is schooling. He's gonna start kindergarten, bro.
Oh, when is it?
True.
Next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
I
So
see.
I have to be behind him,
Hey,
supporting
that
his
boy
education.
grows up too fast.
Exactly.
Have you guys ever considered like bringing Akil on tour? If
Cannot
ever,
lah.
ever a chance
Now cannot because at night he still wear diapers. Yeah, he doesn't wear diaper in the daytime already which is good slowly but surely But it's a hassle because he still needs milk at night. Yeah, so cannot And it's not really good for him because if it's gonna be a long tour, right? He has to endure a lot of things like a lot of people might smoke in front of him, like all the smoke, all the maybe some of them might smoke weed or what, I don't know. Some countries is legalized, right? Some areas are legalized. So it's not really a good thing for him for now, at least until he has common sense.
For some reason, when you put it like that, I kind of like found it very funny. Now, no common sense.
Of course kids, they just do things on impulse. To them, whatever you say, they just do it. So,
if Akil ever finds back this podcast, it's like, oh, you call me no common sense.
He will laugh it off.
So okay lah. Hopefully this podcast like shares a little bit of a light on what's it's like to have a touring manager or somebody helping on a tour, this and that, and then the possible logistics, finance, and the dangers, the do's and don'ts. So I'm sure you have to go off quite soon. So is there anything that you would like to say to bands who maybe wanna start venturing outside of Singapore? Is there
Do it, Yan. Say it, Yan.
What?
Summarize. Summarize.
Yeah.
How do I summarize this thing? There's so many planning. you don't ask me later. I go into a long summary.
I think can hear me or not?
Yes.
Okay. Of course.
I think just to summarize those new bands, right? Try to go DIY first. Don't approach booking agents or whatever. I think it's not the right time yet. You try by yourself, but you can try by asking questions, like maybe approach Azean or approach me or Rashid or whoever, or maybe also Fias also, you all can approach us, so at least we can give a few tips lah. I mean, we are not a perfect band also, but
Oh yeah,
any
even DJs, he can share his own insight on his touring life also.
So it's just that try to learn along the way lah. Don't take huge steps just to be so successful on tour. So if you are hoping so much on your very first tour, you're going to crash, like really rabak crash one. So don't expect too much. Just take it as a holiday. I'm not trying to say holiday like you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's just that make sure you learn along the way.
Take it as a school trip.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Then you
Discipline holiday.
Correct.
Yeah, so the next time around when you are on tour, you know the do's and don'ts. You will learn along the way lah. Not like an overnight thing. The next tour will be so perfect because the first tour you learn lesson. So that's not the case. So you have to keep on learning and learning on every single tour. It's very different. Each tour is a different story already. So you sometimes cannot expect the same. So all this you must digest and try to be better. Not perfect, no. It's better along the way.
Yeah. Take a step, not a leap.
Yeah. So the summarize of it all, I suppose from Wormrot and Asylum is that just appreciate the experience taken on the road and not regret on the steps not taken.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And also, nothing comes easy. You got to work your ass off. So
Yeah,
please
exactly.
work your
Alright.
ass off.
So before we end the segment for this one, anything else you guys want to share?
Thank you very much, Azean, for joining us on this podcast and sharing your
No
experience.
problem.
We just want to say thank you to Azean for sharing all the nonsense and all that happened with Wormrot. But I think it's a good sharing experience because some people just assume us to have a happy-go-lucky kind of tour. Everything is so perfect, but actually, I tell you, it's fucked up lah. So and it still is, we are not like so perfect right now, but we are still learning along the way. So just want to say thank you to Azean for
Thank you very
sharing.
much.
Yeah, thank you,
Nandri,
Saya.
vanakkam.
谢谢你，
不客气。
Okay, tomorrow you working morning, go and sleep.
Kena halau.
Oh, sial.
Okay, thank you.
Alright.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Alright.
Okay.